over who's gonna pay the bill a lot. But for the most time, he does it. Yeah, he does it, and I love him for that. Hey boo. Yeah. Next question. Whew, let me sip some wine first. Are y'all keeping up with me? Drop me a love, drop me a red heart if you're here, if you've reached here in the video. Let me know in the comment section. Give me some motivation, my loves. Pump me up. Let's go to the next question. What is your opinion on the roles of your circle of friends? Do they come before your fiance? It's this question right here. What is your opinion on the roles of your circle of friends? Do they come before your fiance? Girl, listen. I honestly put the needs of my house first. And this is something that I'm learning along the way. To be honest, you can't say that you're settled with someone and 90% of my time is outside with my girlfriends. No, I don't believe in that. And if my girlfriends really love me, they will also understand that Lynette is in a different space, because now I have a man in my life that I have to take care of. Not in the literal sense, but you get what I mean. We are under one roof. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment. It has maintenance to be done, cleaning to be done, and all of that stuff. I don't yet have kids, but you get what I mean. I have things to do. I have errands to run. So for me, my circle of friends, I'll make time for my girlfriends when I can, when they can, because they're also busy women. Thank God. They run their successful businesses. They're doing their different jobs. I'm so proud of them. Most of them are also settled down as well, so we understand one another. I thank God I have the type of friends that we can stay even a month, 2 months without seeing one another physically, but we are talking, we're checking up on each other. We understand that there's something going on their side, there's something going on their side, but the moment when we are free and we link up, it's a celebration. We cheer one another, we help one another out if there's a problem and somebody needs advice. So for me, those are the dynamics of friendships that I like. Mature women, because to be honest, urafiki ya kufuatana kila mahali kila wakati is not for me. You're not gonna find me do that. I don't even believe that's friendship. That's kidogo, like keeping tabs on one another. You wanna know what this person is doing all the time. Like, that's how I feel personally as Lynette. I'm not saying that's how it is. I'm saying personally, from my experience in the past when I was younger and things that I've seen, things that I observe, it's not really quality when you're all over each other at the same time. When are you gonna grow? When am I gonna grow? If we are always constantly surrounding one another. You get what I mean? Yeah. So it's not a matter of who comes first, but it's a matter of priorities. Once I've taken care of my immediate priorities, which right now is my house, my life, my family, then I'm gonna take care of my friends as well. That is, take care of them by spending time. But if they're in trouble, they know. Call Lynette, she's gonna be there. Who do we need to beat up? Just kidding. Yeah, I'm one of those friends like, I'm ready. Or if they're down, I'm gonna encourage them, I'm gonna listen to them, and we help each other out best way that we can. So that's how I'm gonna answer that question, Beauty. I hope that helps. Okay? Yeah. Another question. What kind of job do you do? I admire your lifestyle. You are a beauty and charming. Girls, I don't know whether I look like, mafia or something, because I don't even know this lifestyle. You guys, I just do everything that needs to be done. I'm not even out here catching trips or anything, like being flued out or anything. I'm just living a very normal everyday life. This lifestyle is difficult because, first of all, I'm a firstborn, okay? I got me so many responsibilities. I have to check on my younger siblings and make sure that they're okay. And right now they're both in uni, so it's not easy, all right? Like, you have to constantly be thinking of being a good example to your younger ones. Then there's my mom. Then there's my man. Then there's me looking for money. Then there's house chores. Like, you guys. Half of the time, not even half, 90% of the time, I'm so busy. And I don't say this like vile watu sema busy. No, I literally have so many things that I need to do in my life, because I'm the wheel that keeps things moving. Me in my family life, like I'm the one who keeps things moving. So I have to know, funny that they're doing okay. Na mom needs this. My baby's okay. You get what I mean? Yeah. So don't think it's easy. Maybe I've learned how to make it look easy because it's something that I've been doing ever since I was a young lady, I think. So I kind of like know how to wear my responsibilities on my sleeves and still beat my face and look good, but it's very tiring. If you run errands with me, you'll cry. You'll have to have a lot of energy to keep up with me because I spin so many different things simultaneously. Yeah, I'm just saying that so that you know, so that you don't assume that things are easy for me. You get what I mean? But what kind of a job do you do? I think I've answered that. I have my modeling gigs, I have my business gigs, I have things that I do, okay? But it's beauty, modeling, motivational speaking, community development. Those are the areas where I get my money from. Yeah, and then my man. Yeah. All right. When is the wedding? When is the wedding? Like, literally have when is the wedding? When is the wedding? Like I said, top secret. Siwezi waambia date. Niwaambie date ndio waganga waende wakagange. Hapana, na wacha waende wakaroge. Never. Mtashtukia tu ni mwablast na pictures. Pum 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 pum. I'm not even gonna have a committee. Sijui nani alichangie, sijui nani. No. I'm not about that life. No. You're just gonna see. When I get married, you're gonna see. Just pray for me that everything goes well. Pray for me and my partner that everything goes well. But yeah, it's coming very soon. I could even be married and I'm seated here and you people don't know. Have you all ever thought about that? I could easily be married. Then go to nako ka certificate hapa kwa nyumba na mjui. We move. Next question. Okay. What's your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve, number 1, uchafu. Dirt. I cannot handle dirty people. If you are a dirty man, if you're a dirty woman, dirty in the sense that you don't take your physical cleanliness seriously. I'm not about to ask a grown man to shower twice a day. I think it should come automatically. Like, shower, moisturize yourself, shave your beard, dress nicely, clean clothes. And I'm not talking about fashionable, like dress nicely. I don't even love a man who's into fashion like that, because what is you doing, boo? I just need you to be there, look sexy and take care of your family, you know, like look sexy physically. The fashion is me, okay? I'm gonna be fashionable for the both of us, if you get what I mean. But yeah, on a serious note, I hate that. What else? Maliciousness. Ooh, girl. Me and malicious people are like water and oil. We do not mix. If your operating system is not full of love, if you are not full of genuineness, I can't be around you. And you know what I mean? Yes, there are people who can make a mistake, but if you look deep into it, you see that they were genuine, like they made a mistake because they didn't know any better. Then there are those people who will come into your life, plan, plot, and then execute some of the most malicious things that you can ever think of. Now for me, I don't care how you look like. I don't care whether you're the most handsome man on the planet or you're the most beautiful woman. I will not mix with you. Malicious people and Lynette do not mix. I will meet you, I will see you, and I will see your spirit, and I will stay away from you. Period. So yeah, maliciousness and dirt. Get those two things away from me. No way. Yeah. Whew. Let's take a break. I feel like I've been talking for quite some time. Yeah, I hope I'm not boring you, my beauties. Also, I'm having this very beautiful wine. It's called California Roots. It's a Cabernet. It's really nice. 2017. It's a 13.5. Vinted in Golden State. All right. It was on sale in Naivas supermarket for 700 shillings, like half price. Girl, crazy, I tell you. Naivas. Shout out to Naivas. Naivas, they have really good deals. And if any of you works with Naivas, simuni pay deals, beauties. Hook your girl up. Sponsor me. Let me let the beauties know about your good deals, because I really love Naivas. Honestly, like, this is not sponsored. I'm just being funny. Yeah. Anyway, beauties, let's continue. I've answered what my biggest pet peeve is. Yeah. What did you study? Well, when I joined campus, I was doing political science and psychology. And initially, I didn't want to do that. I always wanted to do journalism or media because I felt like I would be best suited in that field. But, so God has his way of doing his stuff. So I did a bit of psychology and I did a bit of political science. I did a bit of psychology and political science, and it was really fun, especially the political science, because it prompted me to think deeper, think out of the box. We would have like debates in class and discussions, and it fired me up, all right? Because I like to know what's going on in the world. I'm somebody who likes to question things and come up with my own views and perspective on different stuff going on in the world. So political science it fired me up. It fired me up. I wish I finished it, but I still learn it. Like, I still have books in the house and I'll go through it, and I feel like that's fun. Same case with psychology. Ooh, has it helped? Has it helped? It's really helped me to unpack my own traumas and even understand people who've done me dirt in the past, like where they're coming from and some of the traumas and triggers that they may be dealing with in their lives. Even in reconciling with my dad, psychology played a huge part of it, because I remember some beauties who were asking me, like, I don't know where you got the grace to forgive him and still do right by him after all he did to you and your mom, But psychology will tell you that rarely do people do things, without an origin, So especially with our parents, the moment we stop looking at them as our parents and you look at them as individuals and you look at where they came from and the people who brought them up and the values that were instilled in them, it will help you to give them grace, because you see that they couldn't do any better because they didn't know any better at that time. Not meaning that you're excusing bad behavior, but you have to understand where some of these things come from. And that's where psychology played a huge part for me, and it still does. Even in unpacking my own trauma, psychology still plays a part. And I have books on books and books and articles on articles and articles, from world-renowned psychologists and therapists, because it really helps. It really helps for you to understand your brain and what triggers you and what makes you do some of the things that you do, because most of the time it comes from your childhood. Get what I mean? And then psychology will also provide you with the tools to be able to cultivate a new life that is better and give you tools that can guide you when you're not yourself, when you're being triggered, when you're angry, when you're low, and so that you're able to stop the cycle. Yeah. And then the political science applies right now, because if you know Lynette in real life, Mimi, you will not tell me stuff about me or anything that is not true. No. I'm very argumentative when it needs me to be, and I stand my ground. I hold my 2 cents in my hands and I share it. Not to say that I'm not open to correction, I am, but I'm just saying that political science and psychology have played a huge role in my life and in the person that I am. And I'm still studying and researching, even now that I'm not in school, because I find it interesting. Yeah. Plus, I'm very talkative. When I want to be, that is. Yeah. Next question. I think we're almost done. Yeah. Hey, my question is on the finance side. How do you budget, save for big purchases, for example, a car? So like I said, I think I'm going to do another video on budgeting and finances, because it's a whole topic by itself. So let's just skip that. Next question. Hey, beautiful. How do you level up in all areas? This is such a nice question. How do you level up in all areas? First things first, I'm always going to say this. For you to level up, you need to know yourself. For you to level up, you need to know what are my strengths and what are my weaknesses, so that you can know where am I leveling up in exactly. Okay? So you have to look inwards. Many times for most of people, when I'm talking to them and they want to level up, they're looking outside. They're looking at, oh, I need to get a bigger house, I need to get a car, I need to get this, and then they call that leveling up. Leveling up is about healing yourself. Leveling up is about loving yourself. Leveling up is about respecting yourself, realizing who you are, like having value on yourself, not because somebody says so, but because you wake up in the morning feeling like you're the baddest bitch on the planet. It's about looking at yourself in the mirror and being happy with that woman, being happy with that lady, and telling her, you know what, you're the best, I love you, I got your back. You're going to do this, you're going to win, regardless of anything that comes your way, you got this. For me, that is leveling up, because the moment you are in love with yourself and you accept yourself for who you are and you start working on your weak points, everything else in your life places itself in order. When I started working on myself seriously in 2020, I didn't know that I was going to end up where I am right now. Sure, it was something in my head that I used to pray about and write in my books and manifest and all of that, but it wasn't like this big thing that I really wanted first. I wanted to conquer me. I wanted to understand me, because I've realized with this life, the moment you love yourself, the moment you're your own best friend, the moment you own who you are, everything else falls in line. It's like you can command stuff around you, and not in a bad way. Like, you know what? I'm amazing. I'm intelligent. I'm beautiful. So anybody who tells me I'm ugly, I'm not good enough, they gotta go. So when you love yourself fully, you will start changing how you think. And the moment you change how you think, then it changes your reality. When you want the best for yourself, the best will manifest in real life. When you think low of yourself, low stuff will materialize in real life. This thing is a magnet. This one right here. But also understand that if there are things that you need to balance, what do I mean? If there are some wrongs that you did somewhere, baby girl, those skills have to balance. No matter how much you love yourself, those skills have to balance before you can move forward. If you were bad to somebody, you did something nasty to somebody, those skills must balance first. And those are the times when you're hitting else in your life. Zinakuja hivi. Just remind yourself that, you know what? Yeah, I remember when I did this and this. I remember when I did that. Okay, universe, I see what you're trying to do. I'm going to take my punishment. And then we're going to move forward. At least that's how I've seen it. Okay? And if you have goodness in you and genuineness and you're pure in spirit, then everything is going to bloom around you. Like, honestly, for me right now, and it's also weird because sometimes I tend to feel like when you talk about the good stuff, other people feel like you're bragging, or most people feel like you're bragging, especially if it's something good. People like bad news. People rarely like good news. But for me, I make it my mission to pump myself up. So once I loved myself and I started working on my weaknesses and I was open to being corrected and reshaped by God, because it's also a process. You have to tell God, I'm okay with whatever you want to do with me. And then he's gonna repurpose your life and repurpose you back on the journey, back on the destiny that he had planned for you. Again, I know not many of you, or I know not everyone, Again, I know not every one of you subscribe to Christianity, but I do, and that's what I'm going to use as a point of reference, okay? But I believe in God renewing you, God redirecting your life. And the moment you're able to realize just how much he loves you, how beautiful you are, how amazing you are, and the talent that he's given you, and the love that is inside of you, and you start showing up for yourself, everything else takes care of itself. So, step 1 to leveling up your life, get to know who you are, get to love yourself, call yourself out on your own bullshit, and do what needs to be done for you to rectify it. Because we always know where we are going wrong. We always know when we are doing some nasty stuff. We always know when we are being lazy. We always know when we are not working in our full potential. So, change yourself and everything else follows. That's what I've seen. And it's change yourself for the better, not for the negative. Okay? Yeah. Let's continue. I think I've answered everything here. Yeah, wedding. What's your biggest drive or source of inspiration in life? My biggest source of inspiration in life. Wanting to be better. I can't explain it. Ever since I was a little girl and I went through what I went through and I saw all that I saw, I made a pact with myself and with God. Number 1, that I never make the same mistakes that unfortunately happened in my younger life. That I'm always gonna love myself and work hard for myself. And these were things that I was just telling God when I was a really young girl. I didn't even know what I was doing, guys. But I now see how God fulfills everything that you ask of him. So I've always wanted to be bigger than I am at the moment, to be better than I am at the moment. I can't explain it. It's something in me that pushes me, that moves me. I just say it's my spirit. I have no need to be average. I don't like being average. I don't like doing average things. I don't like being with average people. I don't like aiming for average things in life. Like, honestly, authenticity number 1, of course, because again, everything that I do has to come from my soul, has to make me happy from the deepest core of Lynette. I never do things for show. I never drive myself, to work harder so that I can flex that I have this or I can flex that I have that. Everything that I've had come into my life, especially now, is a byproduct of me wanting to grow myself. It's never been, let me work hard so I can get enough money and buy a car. No. It's been, I'm working to become a better person, and in that state of me becoming a better person, life opens up doors and boom, baby girl, here's your car. You get what I mean? It wasn't me wanting to become this model for this and this brand. No. For example, when I was losing weight, it was me wanting better for myself health-wise. Physically wanting to feel better about myself, emotionally wanting to feel better about myself. And the moment I started putting that work, in that work, then that body, that fit body that you see, made these other things come about. So yeah, my driving force is always me wanting to see a newer and an improved version of Lynette. I'm always discovering myself every day, if I can put it like that. Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah. I answered that one. Yeah, what's your biggest drive? Yeah. And also I would say wanting my mom to be proud of me before we leave that question. Wanting my mom to be proud of me, wanting my siblings to be proud of me, and of course wanting to be proud of myself and my partner to be proud of me. Like, I want to be a dope ass person, like, all round, you know, and that's why I push myself a lot, you know. I never want to settle for just being a pretty face or just being a lady who dresses nice. Like, okay, and after that, and then what else, you know? Yeah, so if you get my drift, I like having substance. Let me put it like that. It's important to have substance in this life. All right, next question. What is the one thing you regret in relationships? Regret is such a big word. But I would say regret. There are times in my past when I knew that something wasn't good for me, but I still kept doing it because I was thinking that my love would be enough to change the outcome of the situation, but it didn't. So there are times in my past life where I wasted a lot of time with people that I shouldn't have even been dealing with in the first place. There are times when my instincts were up and flaring and I ignored because I was like, you know, I'm a healer, I'm an empath, I understand this person, I can help them fix themselves, And that's the thing I want to tell you about that. Don't you ever go on any mission in a relationship to change or help somebody. Hear it from me. Don't. Meet people where they are and take them as they are. And the moment your instinct tells you that something is wrong, trust it. Please. I'd say that is my biggest regret. Ignoring my instincts when I should not have. Ignoring my instincts when they were screaming loud at me and telling me, Lynette, no, stop. But I didn't. But we thank God also, because if I hadn't taken those if I had not made those decisions in my past life, then I wouldn't have any point of reference to advise you, my beauties. And I love talking to most of you. DM me. We share about our different journeys and our different challenges, and I thank God for that. But I would say that is one of my biggest regrets. There's some things that I've gone through in my life that I didn't have to go through in my life if I would have listened to my instincts in the beginning. But then remember, again, I'm somebody who was coming from a very broken home. So in most of these situationships or friendships or relationships, I was looking for acceptance. And I'm someone who has a very childlike heart, where when I love you completely. I love you with my everything. I love you like I'm lost. I can forgive just about anything when I love somebody. And that was a mistake, because I never saw boundaries growing up. I didn't even know what boundaries were, you know. But now that I know better, I'm doing better. So, yeah. Okay. Next. Actually, I think this is the last one. Oh, somebody asked how old am I? Take a lucky guess. Take a lucky guess of how old I am. All I will tell you is that I'm a Libra. My birthday is 12th October. We are the lovers of the zodiac, the keepers of balance, the goddesses of love, ruled by planet Venus. Lovers of beauty and fancy stuff and all the good things in life. We come with good vibes all the time. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm just a goofy person in real life. But yeah, anyway, I'm in my 20s. My birthday is next month, 12th of October, and I feel like that's all you need to know. Let's not get into the specifics. But yeah, and my name, of course, is Lynette, for the ones who do not know, but I go by Kwin Lyn. And the Kwin simply means that, you know, I view myself as a queen. I'm somebody who has come from a lot of struggle. I've come from a lot of pain and a lot of destruction in my life in my younger years. But I thank the Lord that I'm where I am now. I'm happy, I'm contented, my family is thriving, and we are doing good, and I'm just keeping on with the journey. And every day we discover new parts of ourselves, and I will always remind you to work on being a better you, not for anybody else but for yourself, because the moment you're a better you, then everything around your life becomes better. Okay, but thank you so much, beauties, for hanging out with me. Let me know how you feel about this kind of a video in the comment section, and I'll be sure to reply and keep up with you guys. Also, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Please, it's just clicking, cling, just going cling. Go and subscribe, click the bell so that you're notified when I have a new upload. Follow me on my Instagram. That's where I tend to share my everyday today stuff. Yeah, and it's always a pleasure hanging out with you, my beauties, and I hope you've learned something from this video. And until the other one, take care of yourselves. Mwah. Bye.